Hey everybody, today is a follow-up job for a diagnosis that I did the other day, and what we've got here is a nice beautiful Thor Tuscany. Give you a glimpse of that there, yeah, and they've got the new Lippert level up hydraulic system in it, and the problem was they said they have the levelers went down, but now they won't come up, and none of the slides were working. So upon investigation, we found the 200 amp fuse that powers the hydraulic pump motor was blown. So I was able to jimmy rig a 150 amp mega fuse in, and once we got that in line, we were able to run the hydraulic pump, only to find out that the pump motor is grinding and smoking. So there was the reason why the blowing of the 200 amp fuse. So anyway, we're here today, replace the pump motor. All right, so thankfully the motor's not hard to get at. So we've sourced the new motor, and got that right here. And a very expensive part. But that's what we're looking at right there. So let's go over there and get it swapped out. All right, so you can see here's where our pump motor is. And it's not terribly difficult, but it's, what do they say? It's easy, not simple. Simple, not easy, something like that. Anyway, here's our 12 volts going to our solenoid here. So we're going to need to take this cable off. I'll probably just wrap it up in some electrical tape to keep it from shorting out on anything. And then, as you can see on the new motor, we've got the two wings here with the bolt holes. And if you look in here, they've got it mounted this way. So I've got to remove the bolt from the top and from the bottom, and then we should be able to remove the whole assembly there. And then once I do that, I can take the solenoid. It's held on like by a hose clamp. We can put that on the new one and basically just swap everything over. Shows you right here on the new motor. This is the positive post, this is our negative post. So obviously we'll want to keep that stuff straight, because this is not a bidirectional pump motor, meaning it doesn't spin both ways depending on the polarity of your voltage. This one only goes one way. So it's going to be important to get the polarity right on this one. Got the 12 volt cable off, but as you can see coming out of this wire loom here, we've got this white wire with a ring on it, and we're going to need to take that off. Let's get this taped up so we don't short it. And we've got two wires here coming off this wire loom that'll need to come off. So let's mark, since they're both black, and we want to make sure we put them back on the same way we've taken them off. Let's just go ahead and just take a piece of electrical tape here, and we'll just flag this one. So flag goes on top, right? Alright, so Lippert's got some kind of diode here that's got to come out of the way. We'll put our nut back on so we don't lose it. So the two bottom blacks to the bottom post, the white wire, big post, flagged wire, top post. All right. And this is our negative. Okay. And it looks like Lippert used some Allen head screws to hold that in.
Of course.
So let's get an Allen head. Yep. Found the right size. Let's see if that... All right. So it looks like... Oh my gosh, my eyes are getting bad. Alright, so for all you guys watching at home, it's a 3/16 or an S2 Allen head to take those bolts out. I guess the question's going to be is, can I even get at that top one with that solenoid right where it is? All right. Two bolts out. And here's our motor with our solenoid on top. So basically what we're going to do is take this cable off the motor here, and then and like I said, it's just a hose clamp holding on the solenoid. So we'll have to transfer all of this over to the new pump. And notice here we got our little drive shaft there that we'll have to line back up. All right. And then let's go take this to the back of the truck and let's get it swapped out. Okay, so here we are. Got our old motor and our new motor. Negative post, negative post. All right, so we've got them all even leaning in the right direction. All right. So we just need to take off our... Well, that nut wasn't on very tight. And then we'll have to take our hose clamp loose and get it onto this over here. And there's the data tag. Could not find that at all the other day, but it was tucked up under some wires. Really no easy way to get that hose clamp off other than to just completely disconnect it. I'll try one more time. Oh, look at there. Look at there. And just to double check, we always want to be sure on the polarity here. Positive post, positive post. All right, so out of the equation now. We can set this guy in here. And tighten it back up. gonna offset it just a little bit so I can get at this bolt hole, which is the top, right? Alright, got the solenoid tightened on there. Now we got, wipe the greases off my fingers. Alright, that one's on tight. So over here, all we'll have to do is put all of our negative wires back on, and our battery positive wire there, of course, after we mount it in. And then all that's left is going to be is just the testing. Alright, let's go do it. Like I said, we got a drive shaft here.
Right.
If you look inside the motor, you can see where the drive shaft will fit.
Sure.
Right into that. So this is what I was talking about.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So that goes into the pump, and then
yeah,
of course the other side's got the
connector, spline,
yeah.
pump connector, call it.
Drive shaft.
Yeah, drive. Yep. Just in case I ever have to fiddle with this thing, which I hope not.
Well, if you do, you'll have a video.
Yep, exactly.
Of your unit.
Yep.
Just trying to find the right angle to get that clicked in.
Yep.
And once it is, then all I gotta do is just turn it.
Yep. If you want, I can reach over and hold all those wires up out of the way.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. I would say that is it.
I'll grab that hose tin and bring it back up.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Now we get this top one in, we should be home free. All right, thank you.
So it's an electrical motor driving the hydraulic, valve.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so obviously with the valve body being aluminum,
sure,
the base of the motor being aluminum wings, we don't want to put a lot of mustard on that and break anything.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Definitely.
Just want to snug it up.
Yep.
Okay. Now we're getting down to business. All right, so with our big wires, we know we got that one is negative, that's negative. post, bottom post. Yep, okay, here we go. Here we go. It's all downhill from here now.
Yeah.
Making sure it's tight. We don't like loose connections. I'm guessing that Lippert put the diode on the outside so that it's easily replaceable. I'm guessing. Diode. Black flag. White wire. Diode. Non-diodes, you always want to put it back the way you got it.
Oh yeah,
because
exactly.
It's a one direction type of dealio.
Yeah, you've messed with them. Well, that I would have taken a picture of it first, so I'd have known what it went back to.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm not adverse to that at all, man. Yeah. I've had to do it a time or two, take a picture.
I'm sure.
We'll use our little handy dandy ratchet for these little posts. Yeah. Ain't no sense putting an impact gun on that. And for anybody watching at home, that is a 3/8 socket for our service bolts there. It does help to have it turn the right way. All right, so just to snug up, that's all we want. Don't want nothing loose.
Right.
Yep. Okay, everything's tight there. All right, guys. All we got left now is to unwrap our 12 volts, put that guy back on there, and let's give her a test run. Really want a lot of this connector to be touching that brass. So that is tight. All right. The thing I didn't like about the original setup was the just want there to be a really good solid connection there on that post. And I can tell looking at this white wire that the bottom side of this lock nut is what was eating into this. So
is it a good connection?
Yeah, it'll be as good as it gets. I really like my idea though. I wish those nuts would have fit. There we go. Nice tight connections. All right, so new motor, wire is tight here, our negative's tight here, our 12 volts is tight here. It's tight on the solenoid. We know we've got those snugged up. The motor is snugged up into the valve body. So we are ready to run this bad boy.
Okay.
All right, so
I'll crank her up.
Okay, Mr. Owner's gonna go inside and crank her up. You have to start the engine on this setup, so the engine will be running, be a little noisy. But like I said the other day, that motor sounded like it was just grinding and smoke coming out the end of it. And that was just to get the legs drawn back up and to run a slide out about a half a foot. right there sounds a ton better than what I heard the other day.
Yeah, it was working. She just moved the slide, so
Okay.
not a sound out of it that I could hear out of the motor.
Oh yeah, the motor's quiet,
Okay, good.
but it's spinning.
Good deal. All right.
And not smoking.
Not smoking.
That's right, because smoking's bad for you.
I know that.
That's
yes.
right.
Yeah.
All right, well that's one. Already got the bedroom out. Getting the other living room out. Well, guys, I think it's safe to say that that was a good repair. Got a new motor in it, got a new fuse in it, albeit not the correct fuse. It's a 150 mega fuse, and it needs a 200 amp, I don't know, block fuse. Maybe we'll put a picture of it on there so you can see what I'm talking about. Those little block fuses are hard to find. Customers said that when they get home that they'll source those and have one on hand, place it. But hey, slides are working, leveling's working,
I think we're all good.
and I think we're gonna call that a done deal.
I think so.
So don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and man, we sure appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one. As James does. Ooh.